I'm just going to jump into one guy that I'm really looking at. And unfortunately, I shouldn't say unfortunately, he's still ranked in my top 5. But one guy that I really like his draft position right now is Aaron Rodgers.
Same, he's on my list.
Yeah, I mean, I've got him ranked as my fifth quarterback.
I mean, this ADP could come up a little bit. Right now, he's going as the quarterback 8th off the board, mid-7th round.
Yeah, I love it, though.
And if you forgot, he, in 6-point passing touchdown leagues, he was the first overall quarterback last year. The team's the same. Nothing's changed, except that he's going to have more control this year, in my opinion. I think he's going to pretty much be calling plays. I mean,
he's going to do what he wants.
I think if LaFleur calls a play and he likes it, he'll run that play. But if LaFleur calls a play that he doesn't like, I don't think he's going to run that play. So,
yeah, let's just do this. He ain't going to run the ball at the goal line anymore.
Yeah, he 13 weeks last year, he was a quarterback 1 through 12 on the week. 8 times he finished as a top 5 quarterback on the week. Ultra consistent.
Yeah,
Pretty much the only quarterback that was more consistent than him last year was Josh Allen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing that I love too is when you look at just red zone attempts, 84 red zone attempts. We want red zone attempts. And he had 30,
so many.
35 touchdowns.
Yeah.
In the freaking red zone. That is so many. It's awesome. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
that is a ton of attempts in the red zone,
It's an insane amount of attempts in the red zone. Aaron Rodgers, every year, he's a guy that holds onto the ball and he always throws 30 touchdowns or more. So I think this year...
Yeah, the touchdown percentage was high last year, but he's done that before. It'll probably come back a little bit, but it's still going to be a very good offense. It's still going to be a very high-scoring offense.
For sure.
And yeah, quarterback 8 off the board right now. I like that a lot.
Trying to think. So, yeah, 3 seasons before that, he actually didn't even get 30, which is crazy. But anyways, I think he's going to be fine this year because, look, he wants out of Green Bay and he wants to get paid again. So I think next year... You know, it looks like he's probably not going to stay in Green Bay. He's going to go somewhere else. Well, if he's going to want to be attractive, you know, I think he's going to have a really good season.
Yep. So we'll get to my first quarterback on the board. Mine are not in any particular order.
Yeah, same.
Except this guy is like my favorite quarterback target right now in leagues and mock drafts.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Let me guess. Is it Tanehill?
It is.
Yeah, he's on my list.
He's going as the quarterback 12 right now, back into the 9th round. 2020, it was the quarterback 8 overall. After the bye week last year, weeks 5 through 17, he was the quarterback 2 overall. He never busted last year. 8 times, he was a quarterback 1 through 12 on the week. The other 8 times, he was a quarterback 2 on the week. Quarterback 13 through 24. 6 top 6 performances last year. They're adding Julio to the offense. 2020, the Titans' passing touchdown percentage was 6.8%. That's high. 2019, that was high at 6.5%. Both of those were top 3 that year in the league. His offense is just very efficient, dude. Like, they run the play action very well. They score touchdowns. And their first 4 games of the season are not bad. They play Arizona, Seattle, Indy, and the Jets. I mean, the Indy one might not be the best matchup, but Arizona, Seattle, and the Jets do not scare me at all.
Yeah, and guys, they still added Julio Jones to this team too. So, I mean, it's just going to be... I'm almost like locking this offense in for like 30 to 35 points a game.
I mean, that's high, but yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I just think it's going to be insane. I love it. And their defense really isn't that bad. I think it's definitely still improved. But this offense I don't know how you're going to stop it. Okay, you're stopping the passing game. Well, they're just going to run it with Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you're stopping the run game. Well, they'll just pass it with A.J. Brown and freaking Julio Jones. Yeah. Like there's not really, you can't cover all that. And I'm really intrigued. And Ryan Tanehill, again, he's going so late. And we're going to preface this too, guys. We're not a huge fan of taking quarterbacks in the first, I would say almost 4 rounds.
Well, yeah, we just brought up to start this. Yeah.
Yeah.
We made our line. Yeah.
We will never do that.
Kyler in the 5th interests me.
And I'm not that, and that doesn't interest me.
Really?
Like, no, it just doesn't. Like, I took Kyler in the 8th round last year.
Yeah.
And look what he did.
Exactly.
I would still take a shot on somebody in the 8th round.
In the 5th round, that'd be good.
Yeah, but I'm just saying every year there's going to be somebody in the 8th or the 9th round that you can take that possibly. It's just happened a few years in a row for me, but it's been luck.
Yeah.
But still. So I usually like taking my quarterbacks as late as I can. And he's definitely one that I'm targeting.
I mean, he's never not been a top-end quarterback for the Titans.
Well, he's only played technically
2 seasons.
Yeah, but
First
he only
season
played
was
like 10
12
games though,
Yeah,
wasn't it? 10?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
No, you're right. He started 10 but played in 12.
Yeah. And he's
So-
been incredible since he's been in there.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. He has 98% snaps. Curious who the 2% was. I just found that very interesting.
Okay.
Do you not find that very
If
interesting?
I had to guess, maybe Jonnu threw a pass. I don't know.
Yeah, but he would have
My
had to
guess is
snap
going
the
to be
ball.
Jonnu.
He had to snap the ball or something. They don't really do too many like direct snaps to Derrick Henry, do they?
No.
I didn't think so. So, anyways, all right. So he's on my list too.
Yep.
Another guy that I really like. I haven't actually targeted him that much in mocks, but I don't mind where he's going. And I think he has, again, just an insane amount of talent surrounding him. And that's Tom Brady.
He's on my list too.
Yeah. So right now he's going at 7-12, which is, do you have that up? What quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback 9.
Quarterback 9. Thanks.
Right behind Rodgers.
So, and what's funny, because I have him ranked right behind Rodgers as number 6 on my rankings. But, I mean, just think about his offense again. Like, everybody's coming back. That defense is also coming back. So, they're going to have a stellar defense. They're going to have just a ton of plays on offense. Running backs, hit and miss still. They're not bad. They're not great.
No, but here's the passing stats for them last year. They were 6th in total passing attempts with 626.
Mm-hmm.
They were 2nd in yards with 4,626.
Mm-hmm.
They were 2nd in touchdowns with 42, and they were 5th in touchdown percentage at 6.7.
What else you want?
Exactly.
I mean, do you think that's going to stay around the same?
Yeah.
Because I don't see it getting much higher than that. Because I don't think they need to get much higher.
It can't get much higher than that, honestly.
Well, and with the defense still so good, do you see them running?
Good last year. I just don't think they have the horses.
It got better as the season went on, though.
I just don't think they believe in their running backs, and their running backs can't do it consistently. Or
It's true.
And Bruce Arians, yeah, he runs the offense he runs.
But yes, I love the plant man, I guess is what they call him, right? So I think he can have, again.
Because again, you go back to 2019, they were 4th in passing attempts.
Mm-hmm.
They were 1st in yards, 3rd in touchdowns. Touchdown percentage was a little bit less, 7th overall, 5.2%. They're just going to pass the ball a lot, and they're going to be good at it. Here's
what's crazy. So we just mentioned this with Rodgers. What was it, 85? I think it was his red zone attempts.
Mm-hmm.
95 for Tom Brady.
That's so many, dude.
But here's the difference, though. Rodgers turned that into 35 touchdowns, where Brady only turned it into 28.
Yeah.
But still, that's an insane amount of red zone attempts.
Yeah.
And that's what you really want.
Well, yeah.
You want passes inside the red zone.
In 2020, the Packers had a 9.1 touchdown percentage. The Bucs had a 6.7. 6.7 is still very high. 9.7 is double the league average.
Yeah, it's like insane. But again, point being is I look at Mike Evans. They re-signed Antonio Brown. You still have Chris Godwin for at least this year, probably not further.
Yep.
So watch out in Dynasty. You're not drafting Tom Brady in Dynasty, but
honestly, I think we've brought this up before. If you're in a Dynasty startup draft this year, I would take him as my quarterback too. You're going to get him so late, or your 3rd quarterback, and you'd have a great season this year with him.
Yeah, you'll be fine for this year, possibly even next.
Especially if you take a young guy in the rookie draft or something like that,
like a Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I just look at this offense, and again, I'm trying to think of another offense that has top to bottom, probably even first 4 wide receivers are just all excellent with a good quarterback. You can argue Pittsburgh, but I'm not a big Ben fan, so.
No, Juju's not there. Claypool's not there yet. Maybe like the Rams or Seattle is close. I'd lean more Seattle, but they don't really have a 3rd.
Yeah,
in there.
But because we're talking Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and then Tyler Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also have
Gronk, OJ Howard.
No, but who's the other wide receiver? Scotty Miller.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly,
they
that's
also
pretty solid.
They drafted Jalen Darden this year, I believe, too.
Yeah. Forget where he's out of, though, because he was like a D2
smaller
school.
Yeah, it was a smaller school.
But yeah, man. So I think Tom Brady's just got all the weapons he needs. So he's going to have a big year. Thank you for watching the Fantasy Monsters on YouTube. If you liked today's episode,
hit the like button, subscribe to the channel below. We also have a merch store we want you to check out with all new gear that we've got available. That'll be in the description. Also, if you want to see any past videos, you can check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching the Fantasy Monsters. We'll catch you next time.
Have a good one.